Welcome back to the channel. This is the Action Figure Grader, and we've got another what to buy on eBay video for Friday, and lots of vintage Kenner stuff, some mint on cards, loose graded, some customs from UKG from a seller here in the US. So I just wanted to kind of share with you what's on eBay, at least as of the making of this video. And my Patreon supporters get the buy it now alerts or auction alerts for stuff that comes up after I make this video for this week. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you find something that you want. And as always, in the video description, there will be eBay affiliate links for all of these items. All right, so the first one is the Power of the Force 2 item. And this one is signed by Jeremy Bulloch. Jeremy Bulloch, Boba Fett. This is the red card, Power of the Force 2 card. Full circles on hands, no error variations on the figure itself, but nice clear blister, and this one's in really good shape, and it's listed for $110, and I think that's a pretty fair price for what that is. So if you're looking for a Jeremy Bulloch autograph, there you go. This one, again, listed for $110, 4 watchers on it, and it should sell, I would think. That's a pretty decent price for his autograph. They used to go for a lot more, but it seems like a lot of these autographed Power of the Force 2 have come down in price, except for obviously the really big names like Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher, that kind of thing, Harrison Ford. But for Jeremy Bulloch, I think that's a pretty fair price at $110. All right, on to the vintage Kenner. So this is a seller in the UK that always has really nice items, and they've got a die-cast Y-Wing UKG 80%, and it's listed for £295, which is $388, and it also does have a make an offer option. This is one of the particularly tough ones to find in a high grade because of, there's the yellowing that happens underneath the bomb there. The bomb causes that to yellow, and then on the top of it, it causes it to kind of reddish or yellowish on the canopy right below those plastic pistols. But anyway, it got the 80 grade, and I think this is a pretty fair price. I sold my 75 plus from CAS for about this same price. I think that's a pretty good buy there, and it does have a make an offer option, and this is a trusted seller from the UK. Some other UKG items, I had to point this one out. This is kind of the orange cape, quote unquote, Squid Head. Obviously it's a degraded brown cape, but this is a nice uniform color to the cape, and he's got it listed for basically what a ungraded example can often go for. They usually go for $150 to $175. This one's listed for 120 pounds, which is $158. This is a trusted seller that I've bought from in the past, but you can see there, Squid Head made in Hong Kong. The cape got a 75, obviously, because it's degraded, but people that like to have those different colors for the cape, there you go, and it's listed for a fair price. We've got 2 different UKG graded Yak Faces. We got an 85 grade. This one is listed for 595 pounds, which is $783. Not much more above, not much above what they ought to go for here in the US, ungraded. And then Treasures from the Attic also has a 90 grade Yak Face that's really clean, and that one's listed for 772 pounds. But 90 grade gold level UKG from Yak Face, and this seller, Treasures from the Attic, is one I bought from, and they have other items available for sale. So I just wanted to point those 2 yaks out. This seller, the Toy Vault store, has some really nice items. Lots of loose graded AFA and UKG figures, some CAS too, I think. But I wanted to point out their customs that they just listed that I thought were awesome looking. This is a UKG 85 Ewok Catapult along with Logray. They also have the Ewok Combat Glider with Logray. That's a UKG 90 as well. They have a UKG 90 speeder bike, and it's got the instruction sheet. All these are kind of customs from UKG. You got the Cat 2 graded UKG 90, the AST 5 mini rig with unused sticker sheet. So if you're looking for anything there, and again, go check out their other listings. I just pointed out a few of them, but they have a ton of really nice items. They had an AFA 85 Plus Cloud Car pilot that I sent out to my Patreons yesterday. It got snapped up really quickly because it was listed for a very fair price, but go check out their stuff, but because they have some beauties. I'm shocked this one hasn't sold yet, but this is an AFA 85 Plus TIE Fighter pilot, Hong Kong COO, Gold level AFA 85 plus from a trusted seller that I have bought from. That's listed for $260. And it does have a make an offer option. There's 13 watchers on that one. And then on to the mint on cards. I had to point this one out. This was a beautiful clear blister 48 back C Revenge of the Jedi AT-AT Commander. General Veers, if you want to talk dirty to me. But this is a pretty nice example. Unpunched and very clean. And I don't know what happened there. Sorry. But you can see the back of the card there. It's got, you know, just some very faint edge wear to it. But I mean, we're talking very minimal. I think this grades an 80 all day long. Let's see on the back there. Yeah, right here is where you can see a little scratch or something like that coming off the side of the card. But I think this one pretty easily gets an 80 overall. And it's clear blister. Beautiful example for $300. And it does have a make an offer option as well. Next up, we've got a beautiful, I think this is this different seller. But this is a clear blister 65 back A Chewbacca that's also in awesome condition. Unpunched, no price stickers, and it looks to be clear blister as well. So you can see there, nice example there. And I think this one gets an 80 as well. It's got kind of a little scuff there below the ages 4 and up, but other than that, it's pretty clean. And that one's listed for $400. Also has a make an offer option, 9 watchers on that one. Onto the auctions, Jada 34 has some serious heat at auction this week. They all end on Sunday. They've got a 77 back A Chewbacca with just very faint yellowing to the blister. All of these are very high grade though. I mean, you can see the backs of this one, very clean. 80 grade pretty easily. Unpunched with some price stickers from hardware. Some hardware store had it for 99 cents, but 175 is the current bid. And they've got a Jawa on the 77 back A, also unpunched from the same store. That one, you know, again, the blister on that one's maybe a little more yellowed, but still very clean condition. And they've got a 77 back B Anakin offer for the Power Droid that's also unpunched with faint yellowing. And that one is pretty nice. And all three of those, I think, could probably grade an 80 pretty easily. They also have 2 tri-logos that are beautiful. They've got the etched blister, the etched edges to the blister for the R2-D2 sensor scope tri-logo. It's got the KB toy sticker in the upper right, unpunched, and this one is a beauty. You can see how clean that blister is. This pretty easily gets an 80 grade. There's the back of the card there. Very, very clean to this one. And then the Luke Jedi is also super clean, and this one has the cape on. So there's several different variations for the Luke. Cape on, cape off. You can find it with different sabers, obviously. So this one is also probably about an 80 grade with just some light edge wear on the right-hand side on the back there, but very clean overall. So if you're looking for some tri-logos, this Jada 34 is a seller we've talked about in the past. They've got them at auction. All of those end on Sunday evening. And Brian's Toys, I did not include all of them from Brian's Toys, but Brian's Toys has a huge batch of beautiful mint on cards that are at auction. The first one is a 12 back B Chewbacca punched example, AFA 75 plus. That one has got an 80 grade for the card, 75 blister, figure 85. They showed why it got the 75 with that little ding on the upper right-hand corner, but that's a nice example of the 12 back B. And there's also a 12 back C Ben Kenobi with white hair. This one's graded AFA 80, unpunched, no price sticker, 80, 80, 85 on that one. So look how beautiful that is. That is a very clean example for Obi-Wan. And the last one I wanted to show from Brian's Toys, again, there's a bunch of others that are out there at auction, but this one's an AFA 70 for Size From. Not the highest grade, but it is Size From. And that is a pretty desirable mint on card that will go for a lot of money, even with the 70 grade. It's already at $630. I expect it to, if I had to guess where it's going to end up, probably $1,000 to $1,200, somewhere in there. But, you know, even ungraded, they can go for, you know, loose, complete, ungraded. I've seen the figure itself just go by itself for $1,200. So I think it could go for quite a bit of money, but you know, that was the very upper end. That's a crazy number for a loose, complete one. I think mint on card in a 70 grade, me personally, I think the top number would be like $1,200. But I hope it goes less for you guys, but I thought that was a one worth pointing out. But again, go check out Brian's Toys other listings because he's got some serious fire. He's got some other very early card backs that are at auction, AFA graded. So I hope you found these useful. Happy hunting out there. Don't forget to use the eBay affiliate links to make an offer or place a low bid in the auction. All of the eBay affiliate links are in the video description. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back soon.